All right, hey you guys, long time no see. So I'm just gonna do a quick you versus them. I'm just gonna do a check-in to see what is going on between you and the person on your mind. So I'm just gonna start with a couple of oracle cards to see what is kind of happening with this situation, or to describe what's going on, who I'm talking to. So give your relationship a chance is coming through. Work on your partnership. So definitely separation could be here. Um, Distance could be here. And it could be too that give your relationship a chance is coming through, because that's really what you're feeling. That's really what you're wanting. Like, I don't want to give up on this. I don't want to give up on this person, but where are they at? Are they coming through? Codependency is also showing up. So codependency, I don't think I have to really explain what that is. It could be that you feel like, gosh, I can't live without this person, or vice versa. Codependency in relationships, that's a pretty strong one right there. And I feel like it takes a while to recognize when we have been codependent, or felt like we weren't worthy, without having somebody there. It could be too that this person that you're dealing with, or you, however the message resonates, are dealing with, substances or addictions or family matters that they can't grapple away from, right? So codependency, I feel like, is going to be huge for some of you. It could be that the person that you're dealing with has issues going on outside of this connection and they can't seem to let them go. So maybe that's one of the reasons why there had to have been a split. And then we have worth waiting for. So something inside of you is saying, I don't want to move on yet. I see potential. I can see the potential in this person, in us, in this relationship, in this connection. There's just really, really something that is tugging at your heart space very, very strongly, saying it's not time to move on from this person or this situation yet. I'll better myself while they're working through what they have to work through. Either way you're looking at it, it's like I'm not ready to move on. So I have two different decks here. All right, your energy and then their energy. And I'm going to start with your energy. These have all been pre-shuffled. So we're just going to get the energy and see basically how much you guys might be mirroring one another. All right, so energies. Okay, so we got Virgo coming through in the reverse. This could be the person that you're actually dealing with, because there's a feminine energy that also shows up. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying the person that you're dealing with is because you're sitting in this high priest energy. You're sitting in and having this recognition that this connection means something pretty important to you, but somebody, it's like codependency coming back through. That could be what that King of Pentacles in reverse represents. I'm sorry if you guys do hear background noise. My youngest is living his best life, so I'm just gonna let it be. um but yeah, so Pisces energy, Virgo energy. We got some Scorpio energy coming through with death. And we also have the Page of Swords coming through. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through. This right here is basically, I feel like the High Priestess in this energy is wanting to know, is it over with yet? But it's also a transformation period too. I feel like you're kind of recognizing that. Sometimes we have to let go of things, and if they come back, it's meant to be, right? But you're here spying on this person, on this connection, probably wondering if they're feeling the same energy. Are they still thinking about me? Are they having thoughts of me? Are they spying on me like I'm spying on them? Because the Page of Swords is a spy card, right? So I kind of feel like you're here, you're wanting to know. Some of you guys may have reached out, got readings, do your own readings, and I'm saying that because the High Priestess card is I feel like she comes bearing her own gifts too. So it could just be that you're here just to get some confirmations of stuff that you've already kind of done, to see, is it truly over with? And I feel like that's what worth the wait is coming through for, because there's something inside of you that says this person is, they are worth waiting for while they deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with. And codependency can come through in many ways. So however that card might resonate with you. One second. I had to get the card that dropped on the floor for their energy. So Capricorn is coming through for signs. They have the Six of Swords coming through. So I kind of feel like the Six of Swords, I feel like this is more about you and a reflection on you, kind of like how that King of Pentacles came through in reverse. I kind of feel like that you guys are both in each other's thoughts. I feel like this person feels like potentially you're moving on without them. You're moving forward. Okay. I feel like they're coming through as very guarded. We got Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius energy, very guarded, very wounded, almost like I can't let you in. Um, Especially if you can kind of see through this person's layers, because I feel like you might be dealing with somebody who does, um, they have layers to them. And I feel like you've probably seen many of them, and it's almost like I don't want to get too exposed, right? I don't want to be vulnerable with you. I can't be vulnerable, but every time they have been, I feel like this is something that they crawl away from. Really, really back and forth on what to do, where to go from here, or how to navigate themselves, this relationship, everything about life. I feel like this right here, this is juggling a lot when it's in the upright, having a lot of things on the plate, back and forth type of energy. In reverse, I almost feel like they just can't handle everything that's going on. Probably too, the thought of you not being here or the thought of losing you is really kind of stricken them also. Um, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through again. Ace of Swords, that is a desire for new beginnings. This is a desire to reach out, to communicate. So I do feel like communication is on the heart, but the further time gets away from us, the more and more you're slipping away. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on in their energy. So I'm going to pull and we're going to see how it is you're feeling about this person. What are your thoughts about them? What are your feelings about them? How do you want them to handle or address this? You got new beginnings coming through. It's like, okay, you guys are thinking bottom of the deck. If you're going to come through, now you need to meet me in my high priestess energy, right? So I kind of feel like that high priestess is saying, I'm not going to chase you no more. I'm not going to do everything that I've done anymore. I'm over it. I'm not over you, right? But I'm over doing everything to try to win your heart, right? You guys are over it. So I feel like if this person, even if they're coming through as the page, they still need to show up. Even the page in this essence right here has something that they are bringing to the table, which is the fish in the cup. Okay, I'm not saying you want a fish in a cup, but I am saying this guy has something. Um, even if this person is taking on a lot or don't have a lot, like the bare basic minimum is all you're asking for right here. You want that new beginning, you need to come over here and come correct. All right. I feel like you do want the new beginning with them. You're not ready for this cycle. I'll say you're not ready for the phase with this person to end, but you are ready for whatever cycles you guys have been going through. You're ready for those to end. You're ready for those to fizzle out and phase out, right? So that's what I'm seeing as far as how you feel. Like you are ready to close out one cycle, which is the probably the karmic loop that you've been experiencing with this person, and you're ready for the fresh new beginning because you see the potential in this connection and in this person. You see a potential there. And really, I feel like the high priestess is kind of demanding some new energy from this person. And it's this energy where you're not stuck in the King of Pentacles in reverse. Give me what I know that you can give, bare basic. And we see a lot of memes and stuff across social media. If they wanted to, they would, and da 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 da. Sometimes I guess it just takes a person longer to kind of get off their feet and actually start pulling themselves together and bring that energy, right? So that's just kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like you have faith that this person can do it. It's like I don't feel like whoever I'm talking to, I really don't feel like you've asked a lot from this person. If anything, you've probably done a lot for this person, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. You've probably been there for them in really big ways. And I feel like you're probably dealing with somebody who I don't compare to you. I can't give you what you've given me. It's like not a freaking competition though, right, buddy? So I kind of feel like that's what's going on with this person. How are they feeling about you? They're hurting. All right, they are hurting. They see you as everything. All right, this is a very highly spiritual card for me. It's the twin flame soulmate card for when I read. This right here says I can see a real big picture with you, coupled with that 10 of coins. This right here is the big materialized wish fulfillment, right? This right here is I can see having it all with you. But they're also racking their brains. They're going crazy over how everything is happening right now. Their world, I feel like, is probably falling apart. And I feel like you're over here just doing your bit. Um, Essentially not even affected by this person not being here, not showing effort, not showing up. That Six of Swords that we've seen in their energy, I feel like it's them feeling you get away from them. And even if you're like, but I'm here, they don't know that. But it's not up to you to go and reach out and say, oh, I'm here for you, baby, blah, blah, blah. Let them turn their stuff around and come back through, especially if you're not the one, that has to do the bulk of the fixing, okay? I'm saying that because you showed up in that high priest energy and not the reverse king or queen energy. You're sitting in that high priestess energy, basically saying, I feel like that card says, I know when I'm wrong. I know when to pull back. I know when to lay off, because probably through the transition of relationships, whether family, friend, romantic, I feel like you guys have probably healed a lot of those wounds that they're not attached to you anymore. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is not done healing through whatever attachments and traumas and connections they've dealt with. I feel like this person in their energy and their feelings towards you is still kind of acting out, even in silence, that they don't have you there anymore. The Tower card coming through, that's big, man. That says my life is in shambles, over how I've done you, how I've treated you, how I've treated this connection. Everything is it's I feel like everything has gone wrong since, is what I'm sensing from that card. How are they feeling about you? I love that this card is coming through. A lot of people look at it as a selfish card, but I want you to myself, holding space for you. You might too think, well, they've moved on, or they're out messing around or effing around or screwing around. I'm not seeing that. Honestly, I feel like even if they were, this person thinks about you constantly. They think about you all the time. Ten of Coins, Ten of Cups coming through. So a big emotional fulfillment, you're a huge investment. And I feel like this person hasn't saved up enough, right? They don't have enough in their IRA to kick it over to you, even though that's not what you need, right? You are the ultimate investment, I feel, to this person. But I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's very ego, and that kind of stuff in the material world really matters to them. And you're not that type of person. So, but I feel like this person just doesn't comprehend that. Not that they're ignorant, you know, or dumb or anything like that. I just feel like I feel like they're measuring by their worth, materialistically, financially, egotistically. That's how I feel like this is what you're dealing with. And this person, sometimes you got to back away from these situations to see how it's going to play out. And I feel like the distance right now is probably doing you guys wonders. So I'm just going to pull and see what their next move is. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to pull anymore, you guys. The Magician card is the divine counterpart to the High Priestess. The High Priestess and the Magician are the Emperor and the Empress when they come together, and when the Empress becomes pregnant. So High Priestess and Magician, divine counterparts. I feel like this person does know that. They do acknowledge that. They do recognize that. All right. Um, One second. Magician also is coming through communication. I like they're setting, like, they're setting something up. I do feel like that. This is, it's the Magician. I don't even know how else to say it, right? It's the Magician card. I feel like this card right here is going to be your form of communication, because they can't stop thinking about you again. This right here, it just says, I know that we're meant together, right? I know that we're meant together, and I'm going to make the efforts to come through. Yeah, you got Messenger card at the bottom of the deck. This right here is a Messenger card, the Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. And we also have the Nine of Cups coming through. What do you want to happen? I feel like this right here is a wish fulfillment. So I feel like what you're being told right here is, what are you really hoping for? What are you really wishing for? It's small steps, okay? But I feel like in those small steps, you're going to see big improvement on who this person was, what they've shown you, to who they are now, and what they're going to show you. Patience. And I feel like if you are embodying that High Priestess energy, you you have an abundance of amount of patience for, or to allow this to transpire and unfold for you. So I'm just going to get a couple of messages from this person. I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. So again, when you have random images, hearing this person's voice, seeing their image in your head, I feel like this person's probably kind of holding on to you, your memory. They're holding on to you in ways when they are having it rough. Okay. I want to reach out to you. Okay. And I feel like this is a confirmation of that Knight of Pentacles in action saying, I'm going to reach out to you. And then last one, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. All right, so that's what's going through this person's mind. I'm going to pull some initials, you guys. The initials could be yours or their first, middle, or last. If no initials pop up, that's fine. The meat is in the cards. The potatoes are the initials, okay? That's how we play that. All right, so initials coming through. We have Y, U, L, N. We have D, V, E, I, and an extra one came out, O. I'm going to leave it there. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go sit outside and listen to the birds talk for a little while. Take care, you guys. Bye.